In a quiet village of Cambodia, where the morning smell of fresh grass and warm earth, lived a young boy named Dara, and an elderly woman everyone called Yeay Sros. Dara dreamed of becoming someone great, someone who could make his family proud. But he struggled with discipline. Even waking up early felt like an impossible mountain to climb. The warmth of his bed, the comfort of his dreams, always seemed to win against the call of the morning sun. Yeay Sros, who had lived a lifetime of hard work, visited Dara every morning. She didn't come to scold him. She came with a gentle smile and a quiet understanding. She saw past the sleepy boy and believed he carried something special inside him, a spark waiting for the right moment to ignite. One day, as they sat outside his small wooden house, with the wind whispering through the palm trees, she spoke. "If you want to grow," Yeay Sros told him, her voice soft but firm, "you must rise before the world does. The quiet of the dawn is where you find yourself. Discipline builds the person you dream to be, one small step at a time." Inspired, Dara tried. But his first attempts were filled with struggle. He tried to carry a bundle of firewood, just as Yeay did, but his arms ached, and he stopped halfway, exhausted and discouraged. His body was weak, his mind was distracted, and his heart was unsure. He learned quickly that growth always begins with struggle, but he didn't give up. The next morning, he tried again. And the next, day by day, small steps slowly became habits. The firewood felt a little lighter. He could walk a little farther. Dara began to feel the quiet power of consistency building within him. Their lessons moved from the yard to the vast green rice fields. As the water splashed against their legs, Dara learned that discipline wasn't only about physical strength, it was about patience, the quiet rhythm of planting one seedling after another. It was about commitment, staying until the work was done. It was about respect for time and the seasons. On market days, they would travel to the bustling local market. Yeay showed him how to arrange the vegetables in the baskets, not just to look nice, but to show care and respect for the food they grew. She taught him that every simple task, if done with care, builds character. "It's in the small details," she would say, "that we find our true selves." Each night, by the flickering light of a single candle, Dara would write down what he learned in a small, worn notebook. He remembered Yeay's words echoing in his mind. "Goals are nothing," she had told him, "without the discipline to chase them. A dream without action is just a wish." One afternoon, the sky turned dark and a fierce storm rolled in. The wind howled and heavy rain lashed down, threatening to destroy the crops they had worked so hard to nurture. Without a second thought, they rushed outside, working together to pull heavy tarps over the vulnerable plants. In that moment, Dara understood. It was their discipline, their preparation and hard work, not luck, that saved their harvest. Slowly, almost without him noticing, Dara began to change. He started waking up before the first rays of sunlight touched the horizon. He would stretch, feeling the strength in his limbs, ready to greet the day. He wasn't just going through the motions. He was focused. The boy who once hid from the morning now embraced it. the community started to notice the change. Villagers would nod in approval as they saw Dara helping to repair a neighbor's fence without being asked. The younger children in the village started to watch him, their eyes wide with admiration. The boy who once avoided effort was now leading with his actions, becoming a quiet example for others. One evening, as the sun set in a blaze of orange and purple, Yeay and Dara sat together under the cool shade of a giant sugar palm tree. She looked at him, her eyes filled with pride. "Dara," she said gently, "discipline will take you far beyond this village. It will open doors you cannot yet imagine. But never forget your character is your greatest success. Be strong, but be kind. Be focused, but be humble, with a heart full of gratitude." Dara brought his hands together in a traditional sampia and bowed deeply. He promised Yeay he would keep rising early, he would keep working hard, and he would always strive to become the person he was meant to be, carrying her lessons with him every step of the way. And so, with every sunrise, Dara rose. But now, he rose not just with discipline, but with purpose. He understood that every day was a gift, an opportunity to build, to grow, and to contribute. The world, once a distant dream, was now opening up for him, one sunrise at a time.